Good morning. The latest from the National Hurricane Center has Gustav still with winds of 115 miles per hour, moving to the northwest, generally at about 16 miles per hour. And radars from the coast show that it looks like the eye has made landfall here in southeast Louisiana. And you can see actually the eye looking better on the radar presentation here in the past few minutes. And it is moving generally on to the northwest. And already seen some strong rain bands moving into New Orleans, now moving into Baton Rouge, heading over toward Lafayette. A little closer look at the center of circulation. You see there's the eye wall. Looks like it's passing south of Port Sulphur and now over here just south of Houma, Louisiana, kind of heading up toward Franklin and into Vermilion Bay here before too long. And they've already had some strong winds with those rain bands moving across the New Orleans metro area. And when you see calm, that doesn't mean the wind has gone calm. It just means they're not reporting a peak wind because we're plotting peak winds here. 63 miles per hour at the Naval Air Station in New Orleans, up to 55 miles per hour peak winds reported at the Louis Armstrong Airport. Earlier this morning we saw winds around 70 miles per hour in Boothville, around 55 at Galliano, and over toward the Lafayette, New Iberia area around 35 mile per hour winds, 33 up in Baton Rouge. And those winds will be increasing, I'm afraid, as that storm moves farther on to the northwest. This is the forecast path, and it's still being carried as a tropical storm early tomorrow morning, about halfway between Alexandria and Lafayette. Tuesday afternoon, still a weak tropical storm over here in the Toledo Bend Reservoir area, and then it moves very slowly over there into central Texas, and that keeps us on the wet side and the breezy side of the storm around here in the Arklatex, especially beginning tonight and tomorrow. Wind advisory in effect for the northern half of the Arklatex for tonight. Could see sustained winds around 35 miles per hour, especially here in the Shreveport-Bossier area with some higher gusts possible. Tropical storm force wind warning in effect for the southern part of the Arklatex. That begins late this afternoon and especially for this evening. Winds steady around 40 to 50 miles per hour possible with some higher gusts there as well. Flash flood watch in effect for all the Arklatex beginning tonight, lasting at least through tomorrow, and that may go on into Wednesday as well, as we're going to be on the wet side of this storm, and some locations could see as much as a foot of rain by the time we get this system out of here. It looks like it won't be until late in the week that we finally see a decrease in our rain chances. Again, things pretty quiet to start the day, but we'll see these rain bands and thunderstorms and gusty winds coming in later on this afternoon.